Hi everyone, Meg here. Hope all is well. If you are new to my channel, welcome. And if you are not, welcome back. So I am just taking a little work tea break, taking a sip right now. And it has been quite a while since I've done a video on messages about health and wellness, finances and abundance, love and relationships, and then a bonus message. So this is what we are going to focus on. So, from the answer is simple, health and wellness. I hope y'all are faring as well as can be with the events going on. Obviously, very important time. Reminder to be looking after you and your family. And yes, I think my last video was, the interesting times that my tarot time video, the interesting times that we are in. Whoosh. But let's just see what the message we get for health and wellness with this deck. And let me just get another light here. Let's go with this one. Interesting. Start anew. I flippin' love this. As most people know, and I've been seeing this all over, if people are familiar with the book A New Earth, with all the events that are going on, literally humanity, the environment since the beginning of the year, it's a fresh start. It's starting anew. I mean, I absolutely love that we get this card for health and wellness. And you know what? Let me refer to the booklet. But yes, I mean, we are in major shifting times, and we will literally be starting anew once we get through this. It will be a fresh start, a new awakening, if you will. I've seen various messages about that too, the different kinds of awakenings that are happening depending on what your beliefs are and whatnot with all the events. But I think this is beautiful that this came up. So I'm just taking another sip. Okay, number 2. Yeah, you just gotta love the messages when they align with what's going on. Okay, it says, so things aren't as great as you'd like, and in fact, life feels like a big mess right now. Oh my goodness, I know so many people are feeling this too. Not to worry, simply bless your mess and start over. Beautiful. Whatever is going on at the moment, appreciate the fact that you created it. And because you did, appreciate the fact that you created it. Okay, well, there could be lots of interpretations about that, but we'll just leave that. And because you did so, you can uncreate it as well. Start by accepting that the situation at hand is your creation. Maybe it's not your intentional one, but it's yours nevertheless. Until you acknowledge your power, you can't use it correctly. I will mention that with mentioning there about using your power. I think it was the last video that I had done a lot of messages for people that are light workers, are energy workers, energy healings, a real call to work within those energies and to move forward with, your quote unquote gifts to help basically humanity and what is going on. Let's see. Simply study your situation and request that your spirit free you from whatever creation you don't enjoy. If you ask, it will oblige. And I know this is going to be a really big test of patience. I know I'm feeling it for myself with what is going on right now, and especially people that have had to be isolated, quarantined, the whole social distancing thing that's going on. But I really, really, really feel that when we get through this, and hopefully sooner than later, that this fresh start will be really felt by all. Okay. And I know when it's talking, and now I'm not, when it's talking, but we often, people will believe that we do create our reality, so we also need to be really mindful of our thoughts, as always, and our emotions and our feelings, and try to stay and keep them as high vibe as possible, especially now. Okay, finances and abundance. Using Angels of Abundance. Let's see what we get. A little bit more shuffling. Okay. What is the message for finance and abundance? Block out distractions, it says. So Your life purpose and other priorities need your undivided attention, so it's time for you to take charge of your schedule and working environment by turning off electronics and avoiding anyone or anything that distracts you from what's important. You already know that you already know what, these distractions are, and you have the power to responsibly block them out. And again, I love how the cards are telling a story. It's kind of two ways here. I've seen people joke that for some that are having to isolate or they're self-isolating, this is such a great time to go back to simple times. Read a book, listen to music, pray if that's your thing, meditate. But I've seen some of my friends that have kids are like, oh, that's all fine and dandy, but then when you have kids that's a bit of an obstacle, if you will. But I feel, regardless of what is going on now, that what I'm really getting with this when it comes to whether it's finances, whether it's a job that you're in, a job that you want to attract, your focus, it's from the Karate Kid, your focus needs more focus. So, set your priorities, set your objectives, and basically don't let anything get in the way of that. Okay. Is there anything else I want to add to that? No, I don't think so. Okay. And, sorry, this is also just coming to me as well. This, for those that are homebound, when it talks about distractions, what's also coming to me is to really clear your space, declutter, because that can obviously open up newness in all areas of your life. Basically, like it's a real spring cleaning and kind of a universally forced spring cleaning. For us, for the universe, for everything. Like, my goodness, guys. Okay, sorry, another sip of tea. Okay, love and relationship messages. Let's see. I think, is there a solitude card in this deck? I can't remember. I will kind of giggle if we get if we get that, because that would coincide with, again, recent events. Get the booklet just in case I want to refer to it. Let's go for this one. Love and oh, and I should have said it, and then in my mind I was like, or will it be hilarious if we get honeymoon? Oh my goodness. Okay, enjoy the enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. Well, guys, as we know, travel is essentially restricted. So God love anybody that is watching this, that if you had a honeymoon trip planned and you have had to postpone it, I feel for you. But you know what? This is making me think, obviously, then people are taking advantage of, and I've seen this again on social media. I love it that if they haven't been able to go to Florida or the Bahamas or whatnot, they're recreating it in their home. They're on their big screen TV, they're watching a beach and they've got their, fancy drinks and they're in their attire, and you just gotta work with what you have, right? So obviously travel, no bueno. So what do you do instead? You recreate the vacay within what you have here locally, wherever you reside. So interesting, because in my head I was like, oh, if we get the solitude, or if the if the honeymoon card came out. Oh, I love it. They're definitely telling a story. Okay, bonus card, bonus message, healing with the fairies deck. Where did I put the booklet in case I want to refer to it? Okay. And, again, I really do feel for, I've seen a lot of people, well, at first, before there was even really any bans, people feeling really constricted about any kind of travel, but hopefully for those that did have trips planned that you were able to get, again, I've seen for most, get your money back or, good credit or whatnot, right? Let's go with this one, almost near on the end. Stand your ground. So this is just an overall bonus message. I'm not really feeling anything in particular with this card about what's going on. This card has come out a couple of times, so I feel for somebody that is watching, there just may be a person or situation in your life where you felt a little bit walked over, a little bit like a doormat, that boundaries were crossed, and that you're needing to know your strength, know your worth, to set those boundaries, to kind of set those protocols, if you will, for what you will and will not allow and tolerate in your life. Sorry, just taking another sip of tea. And, that's what's really coming to me, is that if somebody is again, they feel like they've been bullied, they feel like they've been taken advantage of. Again, to know that you are so special, that it is not okay, and to stand your ground and put your foot, put your foot down for that. That you're like, no, no more of that, and rise above it and onwards and upwards. Okay, beauties, if there's anything else that you want to add to the cards, fill your boots. If you have not subscribed and you dig my vibe, you can hit that subscribe button. That would be lovely. And I will be back soon, and lots of hugs and lovies. Okay, bye.